This is a Logitech Quickcam Pro? Not entirely sure, but based on what I looked up, that's what it said it was. Found this in the hoard. Never bought it, that's for sure. Got kind of a clip that you can move like that, and then it expands to clip on your monitor. And there's that. As far as the front, the lens with a little microphone sticks out, plastic lens cover, and it says stuff. And this says megapixel. And what else does it say? Right light, so it has right light technology. F equals 3.85 millimeter. You could take a better look at that if you want. There's no markings on this. Only other thing it has is a tag on the plug. And on one side it says part number 861209-0000 PID LZ8188BB, made in China. Model number V-UAR38, and that is what I found. And specs are confusing because I saw some that said this will do 1, 2, even 3 megapixel. There's no way, unless it's simply interpolated. I know this is a piece of junk, but it showed up. I don't know if it works. It's meant strictly for laptops because of the exceedingly short cord. And it even has a little cord wrap on there, so you could wrap it up when not in use. Let's get a laptop and see if it does anything. All right, let's see if we can attach this to the machine. And I'm going to do it off center. So, wow. Really? I guess it's there just temporarily because it blocks the damn screen. That bad, Logitech? You know, China has sent me a bunch of webcams. None of them have been anywhere near as bad as these Logitechs, which is really something. Anyways, I have the USB cable. There is software, which I've downloaded. Let's see what Windows says. USB composite device, unidentified device. Let me let that propagate through. We'll see what happens. Boy, there's a glare on that. Oh, maybe that. Came up with this message. It says, "Welcome to the Logitech Update Wizard. Helps you install the Quickcam software application. If you have not already inserted the Quickcam version CD 11.0 or higher, please insert it now. Install software automatically from the web." Okay, we'll hit next and checking for updates. No update is available. Ready to use. Right. Okay. Let's launch a web browser, and I'll see if I can get a picture from either webcam without installing any software. Wow, that's just great. That is just great. It was actually working. It just crapped out entirely. I think it's hibernating because of low battery. Can't see it's off camera right over here. The orange light is on. Yeah, it picked up this camera all by itself and wanted to use that by default. And it looked like the picture quality was just awful. Yeah, it shut down. I got a charger. There, it's working now. The blue light on it, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a blue light. It's not very bright and beautiful at all. The light over here right over there is washing out the picture as usual. Can I shade it? Sort of. And move over here. Ah, doesn't look half bad. Let me see if I can just do that. And yes, the light back there behind the camera is burned out, and I need to replace the bulb in it. Might have one. Have to look. It's not a high priority. I'll get to it one of these years. Yeah, great. Okay, let me get sound and everything configured. We'll do a little test of it and all that stuff, and then I'll try to open it in the video editor and see what that says about it, because that didn't seem to play nice with the Chinese cameras. Okay, we are live, and if you can't see in the upper corner of the screen, I don't even know if you can, it actually does show the audio level. So we'll start recording. We are now, there has to be a blank, we are now recording using the Logitech Quickcam Pro for notebooks, I think. Yeah. Motion, smeary, not very good. I think the specs I read said 15 frames per second. All right, let me go and put this into the video now, and then we'll go into the video editor and see what that has to say about nothing. We are now, there has to be a blank, we are now recording using the Logitech Quickcam Pro for notebooks, I think. Yeah. Motion, smeary, not very good. I think the specs I read said 15 frames per second. All right, let me go and put this into the video now, and then we'll go into the video editor and see what that has to say about nothing. Okay, it's live, and we'll look at the resolution and everything else in a second. I'm sure it's lower. This is just the preview window, but look, it's pretty good. The motion is pretty good. The glare is awful, but the motion is not bad. So, it says it's at 960 by 720 and can do 1280 by 960. It does, and it's smearier. 7.5 frames per second or 5. Let's go lower that again, back to where it was. Ah. 15 and then 15 again? Is that right? Yep. 15 frames per second or 15 frames per second. Okay, we'll record at this. Audio from the Logitech microphone. Yeah, it's there. So let's record. We are now recording through the video editor program. Wow, that is just awful movement. The preview looked good. What the hell? All right, there's that. I did hit stop. I think it's processing. Yeah, there it is. Imported it. We are now recording through the video editor program. Wow, that is just awful movement. The preview looked good. What the hell? And just for fun, let's see. This can go down to 160 by 120. We'll do 352 by 288. That was a common... Oh, that can do 30 frames per second. Wow, look at that smooth movement. That's beautiful. Now we're going to do smooth 30 frames per second motion. Wow, at a much slower, much lower resolution. Yeah, that's great. It's wonderful. pixelated throughout, but yeah. Okay, the camera works. All right, let's put that in the video here. Now we're going to do smooth 30 frames per second motion. Wow! At a much slower, much lower resolution. Yeah, that's great. It's wonderful. Pixelated throughout, but yeah. Okay, the camera works. Let's see how long it takes this turd to process 18 seconds of video. It's going to be rendered out at 1280 by 720. Yeah. It's going. It's going. Not terribly peachy keen. Okay, well, anyway. Let's just let that finish for a second. There we are. And I'll dump the other one in to render that. Should be really about the same difference. Make that test 2. Whoopsies. And I'm going to render it out at 1280 by 720 because that's the resolution that this video is. And still not terribly exciting. So, what do we have to say about the Logitech? It's warm. Oh. It's warm. Why is it warm? Did it do that kind of heavy-duty lifting? Really? Alright, so what we're going to do is this. Because this is a small cord, we'll just wrap it up. Something about like that. Run our little cord wrap around there. Our video file is done. Wrap this around. That's fine right there. And there is a working Quickcam Pro for notebooks. How much would you pay for this? $1? Maybe $1. At a garage sale, like $1, you know. I mean, what does it sell for? It's just junk. It was junk to start with. The sound isn't horrible. It's not great either. But why is it warm? My goodness. Alright, well, this went a lot easier than I had thought it would. But what a hokey design just to get it on the screen like that. You gotta lose real estate of your screen. That's just hokey. Okay, it could go up there, but it's still just barely. Oh, God, that's just horrible. Okay, maybe I didn't have it clipped nicely or something, but it's obtrusive, is it not? That's terrible. Yeah, when the video editing machine gets an overhaul, I don't know when that's going to be, I'm going to put one of them China cams on it, and we'll see how that does for webcam. Hopefully it'll be a lot better than the Logitech that's on it. I thought that Logitech would have been okay-ish, but they're just garbage. Now, these are older ones. I'm sure the newer ones are a bit better. Yeah, a bit better. But, So that's it. We'll just close out here. I will send this footage off to a network drive that does not have a thumbnail. Now it does. Okay. I'll send that off to a network drive. So we'll do that. "24 megabytes going to a slow flash drive wirelessly." That's why you don't do wireless or use slow flash drives. That's it. I'm going to smack this together and you're going to see what you just saw. Or wait, you did see that. Well, you saw it now. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.